What? People are spamming my chat about something.
What are they saying?
Court case.
Vile.
Like what? Where you going? Oh my!
Harrison Sullivan, otherwise known on TikTok as HS and HSTikkyTokky, is a 21-year-old content creator and entrepreneur. But that part is controversial.
That's defamation!
He spent the majority of his late teens and early 20s becoming not only wealthy, but also a TikTok celebrity. In the UK, we have pretty much one or two types of people that get famous on TikTok. And it's either one of you're either popular because you're unfortunate, or two, because you're so awful that you've become a lolcow. Today's video is sponsored by Atlas VPN. If you haven't already heard of our friends over at Atlas VPN, then allow me to introduce you guys. Atlas VPN is a light and super affordable VPN that offers all the premium features of a VPN, but for a super affordable price that you just can't beat anywhere else. My personal favorite Atlas VPN feature is being able to watch region-locked content on Netflix with just a click of a button. Let's say, for example, you live in America and you want to watch the UK's Luther, for example. All you have to do is just choose the UK region on Atlas VPN and boom, you're ready to go. Refresh the page and Netflix is already loading the British catalogue of movies and shows. It's completely unlocked, meaning you can have it on unlimited devices at all times. Whether that be your computer, your phone, your tablet, your laptop, all at once. You could even get your parents involved and get the rest of the family on it, just so they can also enjoy the same content that you do. Especially if you're abroad as well, this helps a lot. There's nothing worse than being in a nice country, trying to watch something before bed, and it's not available in the country that you're in. It also has a built-in ad block and malware protection software, so you know, you're safe while browsing the web and you're not going to be bombarded by a bunch of ads. So head on over to Atlas VPN via the link in the description and get their big deal, which is at the moment a 3-year VPN plan for just £1.35 a month. The best thing about Atlas VPN as well that I really like, if you don't like it during those 30 days, you can just get your full money back and they will refund you immediately. But be quick, as this is a limited offer, so head on over to the link in the description. Anyway, back to the video. HS had more than just a good upbringing. He went to a private primary and private secondary school here in the UK, thanks to his mum selling her house in order to get him through education.
My mum was obviously mad stressed because it was like her whole life. She's put me into private school, sold her house to put me through private school to get me into the best position possible. And then obviously I just fucked it up by being stupid. I was doing well at school, and just fucked it.
Regardless of all of this, and as much as he didn't want to throw this all away, he wanted to do something different with his life. We fast forward to when he first started his YouTube channel, which then became Head Fitness, a fitness YouTube channel joint with fellow content creator and longtime friend of HS, Ed Matthews. This then boosted his confidence. With workout content, they eventually built a business in which HS was selling workout and fat loss courses and was making a killing. He was doing both of these while at Birmingham University, which he later admitted he never went to a single lecture. At this point, he was making about £800 a day.
I'm sorry, you're fat because you eat too much food, that's it. If you want to lose weight, link in my TikTok bio, fat loss program. I'm a very nice person, I'm accepting of things you can't change, but don't come on the live and be like, you don't know my story. You're fat because you eat bare food and you don't exercise. Shut up, end of. Move on.
Once HS was 19, himself and Ed Matthews decided to move to Marbella. When they were in Spain, they continued to grow and thrive their YouTube channels, shared and independent. This is where HS got most popular, with his Dropping Game series.
You could never.
For those who aren't aware, Dropping Game is basically like, game means like, you know, your level of riz, I suppose. Like, I guess it's like a measurement of like flirtatiousness, and then dropping it is just dropping on someone, you know, hitting on someone. That's basically what it is. That's what Dropping Game is. This was aiding in his virality in 2022 and really propelled HSTikkyTokky.
I'm like super rich.
To fast forward to just a few weeks ago, Ed Matthews and HS seemingly have fallen out over a girl named Alexis. We will come back to her later because she gets mentioned a few other times and she just appears in places you wouldn't expect. But Ed Matthews was furious at HS as Ed used to manage this girl's social media profiles, and recently she had flown out to Dubai to be around HSTikkyTokky. There seems to be a recording as well where he's basically shouting at HS saying like, I've heard her side of the story.
Mate, you are stupid, you're fucking thick as shit. Because I'd say, you think I'm scared to tell you if I'm managing Alexis, bruv? I swear on my nan's fucking life I ain't.
I'm a firm believer in the fact that a lot of this is so well thought out that a lot of this has been pre-planned for months. And I think a lot of their drama and a lot of the things they say is very cleverly thought out, or even just a fluke. Or maybe it's all actually happening and they all do fall out a million times a day and that's just how it is and they document it all. Now, this is an incident that caught him a lot of fire and controversy on TikTok, and it's a clip in which HS was co-streaming with Ed Matthews, and HS had mentioned that he was going on a date with a black girl that looked white.
Hey, what are you saying today, bro? I'm trying to go gym.
I'm meeting a bird. I've just been gym.
What bird you meeting?
You don't know her, G. Just something I pulled on live. Just
She lame.
Yeah, she's nice. She's black. My first black.
I swear.
Yeah, she's
Fit
fit.
you.
You'd find her fit though. She's like, you know them black things that look white? Nah, you know, like with the facial expressions, like, you know, like.
So, what does that consist of, mate?
No,
What does that consist of? The black things that look white? How do the black things look white, mate?
No, bruv, it's just the ones that ain't coming like Drogba, bruv.
I just want to interrupt this video because I do actually have a new second channel, basically just going to be made up of gaming content and live stream highlights, where I will be streaming over on kick.com/bluestank, and I'm very close to affiliate on Kick, so if you could head over there now and follow that, I would appreciate that a lot. Sorry to interrupt the video. I had to mention this one because if I didn't cover this, it would just not fit in with the channel at all. I feel like this channel, we like to talk about the most foulest things on the internet, and oh boy, have I got a surprise for you today. This is definitely a low point for HS, so I do feel a little bad mentioning this, but at the same time, I don't feel bad at all. In this clip, you can hear that HS has a sore tummy and he had a girl around that night. Oh, obviously he had a girl in his bed, you know, wouldn't be HSTikkyTokky without a girl in his bed. Bad tummy, kept getting up for a poo and then eventually just fell asleep. Woke up the next morning and there was a bit on his bed, and him and Ed Matthews go into the bedroom to inspect the bed as the girl is still lying there.
Alright, listen to this. So, I've had the most fucked stomach pain for the last few days. That's why I haven't been active on the lives, right? Been doing so many shits. And last night, during the middle of the night, I was waking. Did you hear me last night? Bro, I was waking up about 30 times. I swear down to do a shit. No, to shit. Bro. My stomach's ruined, yeah. Bro, I've shat the bed. And I think Nicole's in there. I'm gonna do it, but I don't wake her up. I've shat the bed and I think she's lying in it. I swear down.
From who?
Because I shat the bed last night.
Now, this isn't like a cohesive, like, in perfect timeline story. A lot of it's all fragmented into different bits, but eventually HS does move to Dubai, which actually benefits him because he can't be smoking weed anymore and drinking a lot as much as he was doing over in Marbella. He did actually cop a property as well. I'm not sure at what point he did this, but he did buy a nightclub. I think it was in Marbella or Greece or something, which is a pretty big W, just for like mentioning that. During his sort of move-in period of Dubai, HS had actually posted this clip to TikTok that kind of went viral, where he said he was fed up of living a lie and saying that everything he'd said about living lavishly, having this Lamborghini and all that was all a lie, and that he was actually just pretending to be like this for virality on TikTok, and it wasn't getting him anywhere. And in order to hear the full story, you had to go to a link in his bio to go to a Telegram, which is basically like OnlyFans, but not. And then he ditched that as quickly as he promoted it, so easy money in the bag for him. There's also this clip where he went to Thailand.
Boys, it's 6:47 AM. I'm literally in a taxi right now on my way out of here. Fuck this place. Went out last night with the boys down Bangor Road. Brought back what I thought was a Leng ting and it had a wood. I'm dipping, bruv. I ain't even got a flight, but fuck this. I'm out of here, bruv. Get me out of this gaff.
He also bought a Lamborghini Ursus or something, whatever it's called, the big 4x4 Lambo, which is pretty nice. He said he bought it with the money that he'd made from his little business with Head Fitness, or whatever it was, selling the courses. To get into that a bit more about the courses, I found this TikTok that explains that actually goes into a bit more detail about how HSTikkyTokky is getting as much money as he was through his business, in which he charges $19.99 for 3 different types of fitness plans on his website. He cashes in mostly off of influencer partnerships and brands from his other TikToks and things like that, but this is a big dub for him that I don't think a lot of people are realizing. This $19.99, 3 different type of fitness plan courses on his website, which is probably the same reason why we saw Mr. Andrew Tate himself make as much money as he did in the last couple of years. Now, I'm going to play this TikTok that completely explains that, and I want you to listen carefully because I think it explains very well how this man was making as much money as he was and why he's so well off by just being a TikToker.
I wanted to take a minute today and talk about the scam that's being run by HSTikkyTokky, and don't get me wrong, I'm not hating, I really like the guy, but this has just gone way too far. And don't feel bad if you've fallen for this, because I have fallen for similar things. It's nothing new, the scam has been going for about 20 years now. So the idea is they post pictures on social media of girls, watches, cars, living the life, and they're trying to get you to join their Telegram group. Now they have a free group and a paid group, but the idea is to use a free one as an advertisement to get you into the paid one. And what they're trying to do is get you to trade Forex, which is foreign exchange, or FX. And this is essentially trading different currencies. So for example, the pound and the dollar, you're betting whether it'll go up and whether it'll go down. Now there's very, very few people in the world that can actually do this successfully, and trust me, people who can are not bothered about recruiting you to a group. They make so much money they don't even care. This is how they are making money. So there's different brokers, but the one they're using is called INFX. If you look at their website, you can actually see right at the bottom, it says it carries a high level of risk and it's possible you will lose all of your capital. Now that's actually quite mild. Most of these websites will tell you you will lose about 95% of your income. What they're really interested in this, which is their affiliate program. It's clear as day here for you to see on the website. So they make money when you sign up, and they can make up to £800 per sign up. They will also receive 50% of all profits, and that is the money they make when you trade. So that doesn't matter if you win or you lose, they'll make money either way. The common thing they will do once they've got, say, 1,000 members, they'll say, oh boys, we're changing platform, hop over here. And that's because they've got like 1,000 members and they want another £500 sign up bonus from 1,000 members. So it just shows you 500k, how lucrative it really is. Now they'll show you pictures in the trade. Yes, some people win, but 95% of people will lose money, but they will not be showing you that. And then after a while, there'll be that many people complaining, they'll start a new group or they'll hop somewhere else. It just isn't sustainable. If you want to learn how to actually invest, then follow along. I've been doing it for 15 years and I'll try my best to teach you how to do it for free.
A little fact as well, H has actually been through over 10 TikTok accounts. That's how often he gets banned. 10 TikTok accounts, and his newest account at the moment currently has 705,000 followers at the time of recording this video. General G is a storyline that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, and I'm sure a lot of you also aren't familiar with. This has taken over UK TikTok timelines for the past few weeks now, where a guy named George decided to jump on his TikTok live, and he was a big fanboy of HS, has been for a few years, been following him for ages, been talking his chat loads, and he suffers from autism, and he's had a very hard time with it, as he states a lot.
But I can use the swimming pool, it comes with my membership. It was free, it was 300 for the year, by the way, and they gave me 2 months off.
Wait, what?
Yeah. £300.
Why did you pay for a year?
Because I'm supposed to be coming in every day. Yeah.
Bro, boys, in the chat, this is a real G, bro. Did you hear what he just said? He committed for a year instead of doing monthly because you've now set your mind to come in here every day.
Yeah, I have to. If I'm going to do it, dedicate myself like TikTok, I have to do it every day at a certain time. What time should I come in every day without fail? What time do you think?
Smart, mate. You're a fucking legend for that. That is a bro. Yeah, you've got a better mindset than 99% of people I've ever met, mate.
Yeah. And it's mad.
I seriously respect that mindset, bro. Mums.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'll come in like early afternoon, like 1ish, 2ish, and work out until like 5 p.m, 6 p.m. in it. That's a good way to do it. How many hours should I do a day then? Like 2 or 3?
Yeah. No. Like one is fine for you. It depends how quick you're training. No, bro, I'm literally in shock for that. Do you know what? For that mindset, if you go to the gym every day for 7 days, on the 8th day, I'll fly you in.
Sure enough, it happened and people were behind it. People were very behind it because they just thought they were too different. They were polar opposites of each other. They really are. And it actually happened. And George was actually flown out all the way to Dubai to go and work out with HS and his friends, I suppose. And within days, their videos were blowing up. Just because of the way this George guy was acting. It was so odd. He's almost so crude to the point where you almost can't stand him, but it's also funny. Because you can't tell if it's satirical or not. You just can't really make that assumption. So you just kind of sit there and just don't know how to react other than maybe laugh or cringe. It's just one of those things. And it seems to work really well alongside HS's pretty decent acting skills. And the way his facial expressions work, I just don't...
Court case.
Another thing that was blowing up HS, especially at the moment still as well, he has this thing where he goes on live all day. And when other people join in, he gets his viewers to spam in their chat to say, ask him about the court case. And as soon as that is mentioned, it's like a bit, right? A comedy bit where he then looks into the camera and smile like this and go, "Did you just say about me?" And then threatens to take a picture of them. I'll play a little montage of them now. I just find these pretty hysterical, and that's why I say like he's kind of funny, because I think bits like this are actually quite funny. And they're harmless as well.
Yes, what about a court case?
What?
Ask about a court case someone's put.
Don't talk about that on live stream, it ain't funny.
Before we get back into the story of HS and George, I just wanted to mention this as well, where he went on a live stream with trans creator Alphaba, who, if you want to see a video on, I'm okay to do it. I think I could do it. We're gonna need to hit like 600 to 700 likes on this video though, because I really don't think I'm making it unless people want to see it. They ended up on live together. I'm sure it's just a thing on TikTok UK where you just end up all being live with each other at some point. And he decided to drop game, as he calls it.
I decided I was a woman.
Okay, fair enough. So I can drop game on you then. Now you're a woman. That's all he had to say. You're a woman.
And then that went south quickly.
You're a woman. Have you got a wood though? Like, what are you packing down there or what?
And then they went on an entire discussion about being trans. Lots more about stuff like that. It's pretty funny. It's actually like an alright debate as well, to put it like there. Like most internet debates end in like tears and like anger and people being cancelled. But this is, bear in mind, most of this is satirical from his side. So he is just putting on a front to be like extra crude and extra cringe, because that's what gets him his views. Like those clips make him famous. And by him being crude like this is how he's getting his views, because people are screen recording it and then posting it and getting millions of views, pushing his name regardless if he's banned or not. But as satirical, not serious discussions, for that, they actually had a pretty decent discussion, and it's yeah, I've put some highlights in here now because I just thought it was kind of a funny watch. I can't lie, but yeah.
What? People are spamming my chat about something.
What are they saying?
I don't want to. It's not my business, guys.
No, bro, it can't be anything bad. Go on, what are they saying? Go on, Shan. Go on.
Court case.
Did you just say that on a live stream and I've got 10k people watching? Let me get a picture of you right now. Let me get a picture of you. Yeah?
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Cool. Never do that again. Cool. Never do that again. Never do that again. No, you're gonna make me gag. Don't do that again. But no. Shush. Bruv, don't do that again, please. No. Stop.
Get a good one then. Take it. Come on.
Bro, you are wired, mate, innit? You are wired, bro. As you know, you'll say to me I'm a knobhead. I'd say I'm a very, very strong, opinionated person, right? And I'd love to have a debate. I'd love to have a debate with you right now. Are you down to have a debate? All right, so.
You're not trans yourself, so you don't understand it. But trans individuals have a different way of feeling and exploring themselves. Basically, we have.
Have trans people been around for a long time, like hundreds of years?
Ages.
Really?
Back to George. So once George has flown out, a few clips went viral of him in the gym and he's dropping weights on his face and sticking his tongue out, being a bit cringe.
Trying to avoid General G.
But eventually these two started getting on and the viewers started to catch on as well, and they decided to start calling him the General G. And this is a name that's more commonly known for George than George. And my god, did it stick. There has been so much content on General G in the last week. It is absolutely insane. If you live in the UK, you know who I'm talking about just by saying General G. Might not have even seen his face, but you know who I'm talking about because you've probably got family members who know about it. It's mental. Well, there was this Alexis girl who was there with them as well, and I thought for a while that they just met. General G just met this girl randomly on TikTok Live and they were just flying her out so then he could finally have a girlfriend. Wasn't that at all. I've gone through a lot of HS's content and you can see even in the video where he's like talking about how he's going to be on Telegram, she stood there in the background.
Right, boys, as you know, the rent on my place ends in 7 days, and I've been thinking, how do I recover from this? How do I make dough? I've been going to the gym, I've been banging it out, but listen, I never thought I'd be doing this ever in my life, but I've seen how much dough these girls are making, and even guys on you know what. I've always been told, you know what, if you did that, you'd make peas. You man know what I'm talking about, and fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I basically do it in my Telegram anyway. The first bird that's gonna be on there tonight is her, bruv. Every single night of the week, I'm doing a different ting, and you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a wood-in, boys. The link's gonna be in my Instagram bio. At 10 p.m. tonight, I'm dropping it. Fuck it.
Ed Matthews and HS actually fell out over this girl because Ed used to manage her social media profiles. And HS said he's heard her side of the story and he's not living with that. He's going to maybe stay on her side a bit more. And that was interesting to me because I thought this was all like a new girl that they've just started talking to because they seem to talk to loads of girls. Like, he's literally had a show called Wood Island where he just flies a bunch of people out to Dubai and brings a bunch of people in and they just like all sleep together or whatever. It's very boring, I must admit. But yeah, it's the guy knows how to just get people in his house just by saying, oh, I'll give you money. So, or popularity, I suppose. But that's what I thought this was. Basically a paid actor.
Alright, but cover yourself, my mum's out there. Go on the balcony, but cover yourself up. Like, put that towel, make sure that towel don't fall down, bruv, when you go out there.
I swear I just need to put the clothes on before I dress in there. 6.4? What? How the hell did you get 6.4?
The General G.
There's ones where he's like trying to like flirt and like no one is interested, or he just...
Fine. Do you wear lip gloss?
Yes.
Okay.
And last but not least, I thought I'd end it on a good note because I think the last few weeks it's been pretty cool. Like, they made a song, General G and HS, and it's actually not bad. It should be bad, but it isn't.
And they call me the General. Popped up the Lambo, feeling incredible. Might take a girl because she's looking too edible. Trust me, HS on stuff.
It's been relatively wholesome. It did end in tears though, because General G, as you see on screen now, caught HS with the Alexis girl, and he stormed out, left all of the nice designer clothes that was bought for him, and just went back to the UK. People are also documenting him like walking the streets of the UK now, like up and down the streets, and they're like, "Oh, General, do you want to go out? You want to go for a drink?" So it did end in tears. They have been arguing with each other, but you know, we'll see how that ship continues to sail, because I'm sure it's just for a bit more attention. Every now and again, another TikTok streamer comes into HS's streams, and this person's name is Molly. Molly has cerebral palsy.
How are you?
Number 5. Hi.
I heard you've been absolutely smacked. Who's this?
Way more than you'd imagine. He has blown up her Instagram. He's made her the #1 weekly streamed TikToker on TikTok in the UK, and just boosted every bit for her. Helped her raise money for charities and things like that. I think a very wholesome thing. It's probably one of the only good things he's actually done. I'm sure there's a few others, but it seems like the most applaudable thing that he's done. It's a pretty big W, I can't lie. Like, it's really sweet, but sometimes I do worry when people do these things that they're doing it to hide up a bunch of other stuff, because like I mentioned earlier, it does kind of seem like he was scamming his audience, a big portion of his audience, just to make the bank that he has. But I mean, at the end of the day, you need to be making informed financial decisions yourself, and just not because someone else told you that you should buy the product that they're promoting. So I hope you enjoyed this little history lesson of the TikToker HSTikkyTokky. I did kind of enjoy making this one because it was not as much of a lolcow as, you know, I usually cover. The Americans and stuff are usually a bit darker. These ones on TikTok are a bit more funny, a bit more silly. Usually it's just financial stuff, abusing their audience by scamming them, which is a lot less harmful than some of the other things we've covered on this channel. So if you'd like to see more content, there's going to be a lot more on the way. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and yeah,